think we got an object placement point. Why don't you look out there? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Are we missing something? Don't see anything. Yeah, we see the camera filter came off the mark. It's about your 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock going away. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Discovery, we're sending you an orbiter state vector.
have a look. Like it's working. It's definitely working for me. See. I wonder if they've changed the URL since I shared the characters and I haven't done that.
Let me try to get to svgd.us.
Oh, hang on. Is it a typo in the bloody?
What setting are you using? Are you playing?
Is it SW?
It might. You're suddenly making me think from what you're saying that it's done some horrible sort of concatenation of the URLs. Hang on, that would explain a lot. Let's have a look. Savage Pathfinder.
Stop scratching the fucking couch. Get out of here.
Right. Game calendar. Have a look.
I've got like 4 posts in this house.
Trying to fix everything. How is everyone? If I think it's just Elspeth out there. Trying to work out why it doesn't work.
The character generator?
Let's have a look. Savage Tales, Savage Saturday.
Savaged.us is the URL.
Why is it cut?
Savage.us is the site that has all.
Yeah. So why is some of them showing up as SVGD? I wonder. But what's happening there? What weirdness of cut and paste decided to remove vowels from the copy and paste? Does make me wonder what the hell's going on there.
Looks like somebody took a vowel movement.
Oh, that's good. Betty straight off the cuff.
For us, not him.
Let's try adding them back in. What the heck? How the heck did it? Literally has removed every vowel from the URL. I've never seen that before. What the heck? That is some really weird crap. Copy pasting. Copy those. Save that. Oh, of course. Thank you. I have to admit, there's some interesting quirks on the software that they use for them sometimes. Basically, I've discovered if you don't go into advanced mode, anything you type, it will say you haven't typed more than 3 characters and erase and then cancel all your changes. It's so helpful.
Yeah, I really don't like this tool, to be honest with you.
Right. Save changes. Fortunately, I'd copied the updated ones in. So when I now click on Avastan on the front page of the forum,
it should be savaged.
Yes, savage.us. Yeah,
it's savage.us is the website.
Okay, that's still not working for me to get there. If I enter in savage.us/1GIRSV9E.
That's the one I'm just trying right now. Just doing this while we wait for everyone else to turn up. If they do, no Jiminy or anything. To reopen close tab.
I get a 403 error.
Okay, so I suspect they've updated the newer version of Savage, haven't Savage.us since the last time I published those characters. So if I go to my saves pages, I wonder if it's not. Yes, they have. They looks like they've changed them. Like they have changed. Yeah, URL for sharing. How annoying is that? And I even got the URL for is wrong. So paste that in there. Okay. Oh, now that's interesting. That's very interesting. Copy paste doesn't work. They've got a copy button. If you click here to copy this URL with your clipboard, okay, and when you paste it into a website, it changes the URL it copied. It is that.
It's obnoxious.
Ah. So yeah. So for example, that is really surreal. What is okay. I can completely understand why no one can view the characters, because when the copy button from the website on my computer isn't working. Weird. Seen that before. I just do a standard copy paste, it works. If I actually use their copy paste button to supposedly make life easier, it doesn't. Hey ho. Looks like it is still just the three of you. That's quite depressing, really. Oh. So I'll just. I think when we left you last, you had saved Morty, hadn't you?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that was what the whole thing was about.
Yes, and then you clambered back outside, and you noticed you were no longer alone, being watched from the trees.
All right, the oversized teddy bears.
Well, they're oversized. I think they're small. Hang on.
So we got Adam, Haas, and
Teddy
Joe.
bears are oversized.
Point taken. Small from your perspective. Right.
So we got Adam, Haas, and Joe driving the critters across the Ponderosa.
That one passes way over my head, cultural background knowledge head, I think.
It's a
Western, old Western.
long-running Western TV show.
Well, I figured it was. I figured it was from how you described it. It was just, you know.
It was called Bonanza, but it was.
Oh yeah, I remember Bonanza.
They lived
I
on the
remember
Ponderosa.
I remember the existence of the show Bonanza, and I possibly did watch it once or twice as a young lad, but that was a long time ago. So, Lorne Green was in it, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure was.
Yeah.
Before he did,
Back in Star Galactica.
he was in Space 1999 too. No, he was in Battlestar Galactica. That's right.
It's the only two things I remember him ever being in: Battlestar Galactica and Bonanza. Okay, so let's.
Walter. No, shit. Who was in Space 1999?
He was in one of the characters, the guy that played Ethan Hunt in the original series of Mission Impossible, wasn't it? I forget the guy's name.
Oh, he was only there for one season, yeah.
Martin Landau. It was
Yes.
Martin Landau.
Martin Landau, yeah. But we're talking about my childhood memory here. I know he did lots of movies. I'm talking about my childhood memory of it. Right, okay, I'm nearly there. So, yep, there seems to be about. There's only three of you, so we'll make half a dozen.
Oh, someone just joined.
Oh, Bert's joined us. Okay.
Shame, shame.
I know. Only said he couldn't make it, which is. I haven't heard anything.
Right. No.
Okay, let's just do a copy save. Right. So I think now the characters should work on the forum. I will now add a new post. And see if that works. Interesting. There is definitely something weird going on there. So, post quick reply. Okay, we want, and then it leaves the web page. Submit reply, if that works.
I'll
Okay.
start pointing him out to somebody else.
Okay.
Worthington.
Should work. Okay. Right. So, yep. Basically, Saga points up there. As I say, there appears you see it appear to be surrounded by small furry individuals. Each of them is pointing bows at you. Anyone feel like making a notice check? A hard notice check, i.e. you'll need to raise, but I wouldn't worry too much if you don't get it. Just might give you a little more information. Sargon has. That's absolutely fine. Cernan's obviously still
No,
looking
Cern in that direction.
Cernan's obviously still looking for Mortimer.
Wait, there's something in the trees. He looks down at his feet.
It's in the trees.
I'm
It's
not
coming.
seeing it either, apparently.
No problem.
The trees, not the shrubs. It's a shrubbery.
Oysters.
Watch out for the fish. I'll point him out and it's like, yo, I'm out.
Definitely sets off your danger sense, that does. I've just whispered to you. One of them seems slightly bigger and more ornately dressed than the others. Starts yabbering away. I'm to who's it?
Cernan would understand him.
Who are you?
Yeah. My
That's
cursive
useful.
tongues.
Yes. Okay. Absolutely fine.
Basically, I get the minor speak language,
No problem.
and so I just speak language myself. Oh, yeah, okay, no, that works. Ow, golly gee. I will respond back.
Okay. You can say it out loud.
There. Okay, yeah. We're not elves.
I spit on the ground when he says that. Oh, I don't
Well, I
understand
can
what
still
you're doing.
hear them.
After that,
But we rescued the hamsters. We rescued the hamsters. We specifically we rescued him from the spiders. If we were
that's
rescuing
right,
him,
they're
why? Or if we were
Ewoks.
killing them,
Yeah, we
Copyrighted
ran into them
and
right
Ewoks.
as we ended. We saw them in the trees.
Yeah, the Ewoks, right?
no such
Not
thing.
Ewok.
yeah. No, they're not Ewoks. They're earwalks.
They're unwalks.
They're
No,
eyewalks.
Alright, that's probably copyrighted too by Magic.
Owalks.
They're Minwookiees.
Minwook. I
But
like
yeah.
Minwook. I like Minwookie. I like
Minikis.
that. Minikis. I like Minwookies. That one's a good one.
If we were killing hamsters, why would we have all these hamsters with us?
I'm looking
Well, it
out
looks
for
like we're going to
yellow
start having to
bug.
kill Wookiees. Or Ewoks, rather.
Better hope they're not Wookiees. Wookiees will.
Yeah, no, Wookiees are badass. I don't want to have to fight Wookiees. But Ewoks are wusses, so...
It seems to work. Okay.
Until they
Just
start
you-
ganging up, I think they get bonuses from gang up.
You just can't give them time to set up traps.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to make sure there isn't like a yellow beetle out here somewhere.
No, not at all. No.
Okay. Well, with the wikis here next to me, I wasn't sure.
Just. I thought I'd finished this.
Are they not Wookiees because of some copyright thing, or are they
Yeah.
not Wookiees?
You know what they are called? I mean, if this happened, if we were playing Star Wars role playing game and you were on the forest moon of Endor and you ran into some small furry individuals that look like teddy bears dressed in leathers and wielding primitive looking weapons, then I suppose we could call them Ewoks, but we're not.
I see. Okay.
But yes, I should have some. I thought I had some lovely artwork for them, but I can't find it anywhere. I think I managed to accidentally.
On the ground.
George
Hmm.
Lucas has some. I'm sure he'll let you use it for free.
No, I mean from the module. I thought I'd finish the module.
I'm quite concerned about these developments with Unity, by the way.
Apparently, it's not affecting them. It doesn't affect Fantasy Grounds at all because they're on a different license agreement, and apparently they told them to get. They told Unity they weren't paying any more money. I saw some comment scroll by in the general chat on the forums. Apparently, it's not
I
a problem.
saw that too, but I don't know if that's.
They probably run a professional license already, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even so, they're gonna. Number one, you can't trust them anymore.
Well, exactly. That's the issue, I think. Sorry, I'm still trying to find this.
But number two, yeah, you're still gonna have to make payments per download,
Nah,
which is
which is really weird because if it's per download, it's like install it, uninstall it, download it again. That's another payment, which is ridiculous.
Well, that was one of the things that they were talking about that I read about. It's like, now I wouldn't do it because I've got too many things to deal with. But there are people in these communities, like gaming communities, that would like purposely hate download just to screw with a developer, right?
Yeah.
You know, like just to, run up their bill essentially.
Well,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah,
Well, I was
I
just
saw a meme where somebody was doing that up and down with Hearthstone, and then it showed the Blizzard building blowing up.
Hey, I play Hearthstone. I've been playing Hearthstone since beta, but that's neither here nor there.
No,
But I
it's
don't.
going. They're already looking in. I'm assuming the executives had at least the sense to check with their lawyers to see if this was going to be legal or not, because that seems rather intrusive, almost on the malware. Because
it was.
you're going to need a lot of
Don't worry, I'm sure.
information to.
Don't worry, it'll turn out just to be a draft.
I'm really surprised because it's like after the fuck up that Wizards did, that, and it's not as bad as what Wizards was trying to do, but still.
I think it's worse.
It's just a draft. It's just a draft. Don't worry about it.
Well, no, well, that's just it. It doesn't have to be a draft because everybody that owns Unity has been selling off their stock over the last 2 weeks like nobody's business.
Now,
And then they make this announcement.
That leads to the question that leads to some issues with the finance, that there might be a lawsuit that they knew this was going to be damaging and they purposely
Right,
did
that's
that.
stock manipulation, right? That's big time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's something along the lines of against
Insider
the,
trading, effectively.
well, not insider trading, but the executives and the board have a duty, not just an obligation, but a duty to do what's best for the company. That's how they're able to force Elon Musk to still buy. That's how Elon Musk was able to force Twitter to be able to look at his offer to buy it, because he put out a good deal. The board couldn't just wave it away. They had to
couldn't blow it off, right?
couldn't blow it off because it was a good deal for the company.
Yeah, he put out a stupid
looks
deal.
like
Is
a
what it boils down to.
violation. It looks like that would be a violation of them not doing what's good for Unity, because of the fact that they knew they sold the stocks off. They knew there was going to be an issue.
That's a stockholder lawsuit, is what that is.
Yes, that's it.
They have a fiduciary duty to the stockholders.
That they had a fiduciary duty to do what's best for the company, and they knew this was going to be bad for the company. I mean, if they wanted, someone pointed out that this was aimed at mostly at mobile games. And in all honesty, if they were doing that, they should have just said, we are going to this is for mobile games because there are such, or just increased the if they just
Costs on it.
if
Yeah.
they just you said we need to raise our prices and stuff, that would have been one thing. But to go after the installs was a really stupid and bad idea.
It's
I can
terrible.
understand them maybe needing to raise prices due to this or that, but
Okay, really?
To go
You're
after
gonna
Totally
tell
not
me that's
Ewoks
not
dressed in a rebel flight suit.
an Ewok, for God's sake?
It's not an Ewok, it's a dipper.
Uh,
I tell you what, the high techy stuff is definitely down to AI because I know all the artwork in this module was AI generated. So obviously,
really?
Yeah. I just had to delete the spaceship from the top right corner of the image, so. And it looked it was very X-wing. It wasn't, but it was very. You could tell it was inspired by. But anyway, so there's 8 of them pointing bows and arrows down at you, and Sargon's also sort of staring quite intently at the actual arrowheads themselves. So
That has
So,
some
I'm
poison.
looking over who cast the spell, Cernan?
Yeah, Cernan's got minor speak languages.
All right, so what are they saying? I can't understand.
They're saying that we're nasty elves and they're going to kill us because we've been killing the hamsters and burning the trees. And I'm trying to convince them that no, we aren't elves.
I'm not an elf.
We,
Yeah,
Do I look like an elf?
Yeah.
What happened? What
I
magic
start
has
making
been?
rude gestures, and it's like, I will not be insulted by being called an elf. If they're going to call me an elf, they better get their asses down here and face me one to one, face on. I'll even get on my knees. Make it a fair fight.
I will translate that word for word.
I will not be insulted by calling me an elf.
these things look mighty meaty and tasty.
from now on, I shall assume that Cernan is translating as they go, but after this response. Good. The lead one looks up and down Sargon, and he says something. He says something quietly to a couple of the others, and they suddenly sort of seem to step backwards. And then asks, "If you not elves, why here?"
We're here to run the elves off.
To fuck the elves up.
You here to fight elves?
Yep.
Why you hate elves?
Well, you mean other than the fact that they blew up an entire star system and tried to take over our planet with giant thorny vines? I mean, do you need more than that?
We are hunting party. This is big words for chief. We cannot head back without completing hunt. We need food ritual. However, we will send one back with you as guide. Acceptable?
Snap, awesome, thank you.
Yeah, works for me.
I motion for the chief to come forward.
He's not the chief.
Was the chief whoever's in charge? I motion. Whoever you're talking to, I motion for them to come forward.
Well, but he's staring down at all of you. But basically, at that point, the smallest and probably the youngest of the lot, sort of nods, clambers down, and wanders over towards all of you. He stands in front of all of you, all 3 foot of him, looking trying to look impressive at him, and points finger at himself and says, "Yup."
Yep.
Okay.
Bless you.
Andalusia. Yep.
All right.
Veal.
I'll step forward. Get down on my knees so I'm like close to his height. Pour myself a drink.
Okay.
Motion.
TK starts poking him in the tummy, like thinking, like, you know, trying to get like a, you know, see what he
Not
would get at
food.
market for the food.
Not food.
Dipper is friends, not food.
Yup just uses the far other end of his spear to sort of push your hand away, and chitters loudly and very fast, and Serdan goes a little wide-eyed at some of the interesting expletives being used. So he can't really work out a good way to translate into common.
You can really do that?
As far as you
anyways,
can, as far as you can
I
make
offered a
out,
drink.
you need to have 6 limbs to do some of the things that seem to be implied, which of course DK does. If you know, he's only
I'm
got 4,
eating
hasn't he?
one of these things before this game's over.
Well, there
But
may
I
well
give
be a
him
chance.
Yeah. I offer him a drink. Does he take?
He takes it, yeah.
Okay.
He sniffs at
I
it,
drink with him.
sees you starting to drink, and he drinks it too. Please tell me you haven't given him poison. What is it?
Wine.
Wine. Oh yeah. Okay. He goes. He drinks it down. He drinks it down like if it's water, and then sits down rather hard.
Oh no. Don't push the little guys over.
No. As in, yeah.
I sniff at my wineskin, take another draft, and it's like, sorry, didn't think that was that strong.
Oh no!
Lightweight.
After a few seconds, he stands up again. He's a bit staggery. You hear the other looking up. You can hear laughter coming from above, and slowly and surely they just fade back. Darkness of the trees, leaving just Nup Yup behind with you. Yeah. He looks up
Okay.
at the moon.
I guess we're going to the village then.
He
No, we're still going after the elves. They just right. They're not going with us, but they can't. They're going to give us a guide, is what they were saying, right?
The guide's going to take you to the village. Yes.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
That's whether you
They're
go.
going to give us further information.
And possibly you can recruit a large multiple teddy bears who are very good at building traps. Who knows? But anyway, he looks up at the sky, basically looks at all of you and then says, "How many see well in dark?" Obviously, you have to translate, Senna.
Yeah, I raise my hand. Cernan raises his hand. I can see pretty good in the dark.
Basically, who's got dark vision? What he's asking. So he's looking around. He goes. Maybe best wait till sunrise. Then probably lies down on the ground and starts snoring.
Boy, he's comfortable.
I think he's slightly inebriated as well. He found his bigger check. But anyway,
I'm gonna see if I can put him in a pot. Hook him up.
Don't do that.
You have no Valvine?
Like the old cartoons, right? Season him up while he's sleeping.
I suppose it'll be a novel thing if you end up putting one of the Ewoks on a spit. Well,
Eating the Ewoks? No.
they definitely imply that at the end, don't they? Because I mean, they put a hand on the spit, and then there's an awful lot of Imperial helmets at the end of that film.
Yeah,
they're having a very
big.
big. They're having a very big feast at the end as well.
Yes, they are.
Yes, we won't go there. But anyway, the rest of the night passes uneventfully, and in the morning, Yup is all up and packed and happy to head out.
Darth Vader was cooked up on a spit too.
If he was, but yeah, it does make you wonder. He says what's he say actually? He explains he is, when I get there in a second. He explains that he's a member of the Rangchup tribe. They're cave dwelling and basically their areas their areas are the one that the Imperial elves killed a number of their hunters while constructing their outpost. Therefore, they don't have many hunters left, and most of their hunting areas have been basically destroyed by the elves. Hence the fact that the hunting parties had to travel many days from their traditional hunting grounds. So basically, that's why they're this far out. He also explains that.
So they hunt the giant hamsters?
No. Well,
Okay.
they probably will. They probably will if they get the chance. But they got plenty of, because the gnomes brought the hamsters in them. So the gnomes brought the hamsters. They've been hunting here for much longer than that. They've got plenty of other things they can eat.
Hamsters will make good eating too.
Oh yeah, I mean they will if they can catch one of them, a wild one. They probably will. But as I say, obviously there's much prestige in killing a dragon. That's this Nubyub's actually too young to do the ritual hunt, but he was being brought along to watch and observe. And so next in the next moon he will be old enough to perform to join in the dragon hunt. But obviously taking you back doesn't seem to bother him at all. Their war chief is called their war chief Song. Basically, he's taking you to speak to because basically out here in this is not the Rangchup lands, and therefore that's why the hunters were a little more thoughtful and less aggressive towards you. But basically, if you enter the Rangchup lands without an escort, and then basically you would be hunted and killed just like they kill any astral elves they come across. So basically, Nubyub's going to take you to the war chief. If you convince the war chief you are to be trusted, then you will be allowed to travel across their lands without any problems. Apparently, the war chiefs might not be the problem. It could you will probably have to convince their shaman, who can be who does apparently you understand scares. Nubyub, he's been telling you this for most of the morning. And then basically up ahead, you've been traveling again across open plains. Far in the distance, you can see a huge horde of hamsters as they graze across the land. TK and Nubyub probably simultaneously lick their lips as they look towards the hamster horde. But up ahead, though, you notice Nubyub seems a little more hesitant as he looks at the trees ahead. He looks at the trees.
Something we need to be aware of?
He looks at the trees and then he looks at the hamsters and thinks, well, quickest way through trees and swamp icky. 3 days. If we head southwards, we can go round swamp. 3 days.
Let's go around. Wait, are we under a time constraint?
But you do have the rebel fleet waiting.
Well,
so they've got limited air supplies and food supplies. Don't forget, they're in space.
Death Star's about to blow something up.
they're up to something. Once it also you have reason to believe it's nearly completed, and once it's completed, it will move.
We need to disable the force field, huh?
You've got to that you've got to destroy. You've got to do something to the crystal tower that's basically built on the same stuff one of those star seeds is. You're not entirely sure how you're going to damage it because the one thing you did know is they're impervious to most things. So your point is you've got to get inside the base and work out some way to disable the protective shielding that is stopping, that is protecting the bow of Corellian, and then you then basically just have to send the prearranged signal, and the fleet will attack the bow of Corellian. Corellian, yeah. So basically, yeah, you're the ground troops. So time,
All right.
time is a factor. Yes.
I guess it's through the swamp then.
Nub Yub definitely doesn't fancy going that way, but let's see. Obviously, with a group of burly individuals like yourselves with him, he feels more. He feels morally strengthened, so he grips his spear tightly and head in towards the swamp.
Ugh. I'm sorry, Mortimer. We'll get all the muck out of here first. Once we get to the other side.
This is the problem, isn't it? And there's Buzz.
Break on through to. Oh wait, no, that might be copyrighted.
You ever
1, 2, 3.
you ever seen a cat walk with or a dog with tape on their feet? That's how
We've-
Mortimer's walking right now. It's like what?
And basically, when you duration on the is it an innate power you've got to speak tongues?
Yeah, it's an innate power.
That's fine, so it doesn't run out. Yeah.
Part of the reason why I speak Infernal in combat is because I can talk all these other languages. This is the
Yes.
payoff kind of thing.
That's the payoff. Yes, I know. Yeah, I noticed. I was rereading it. Okay, Nubyub gets to the edge of the swamp, and he looks in despair at the tree here. Starts cussing away.
It's a swamp of despair.
Basically, the indication being is that that tree there, it does appear to be quite the trunk goes back quite a long way, but actually no, it wouldn't be. Actually, it's a sturdy tree rather than a tall tree. Actually, sorry, thinking about it, so the trunk only goes back a short way. But he explained that this tree had many vines upon it that enabled you to swing across with relative ease. With the tree down, the only way to get across will be to swim.
Oh boy.
Swimming.
Is there?
He indicates that basically he sort of indicates that he'll have to swim because he then sort of puts his hand over his head and about 2 feet above his head, implying that the water level is about 5+ feet deep here.
TK doesn't swim.
So this log over here.
You didn't take the can't swim hindrance. You can swim or get across anyway. Yeah.
I'm gonna go over there and
thought about it or that
I'm gonna go-
hindrance, but I don't think he'd be very good at it.
I'm gonna go over here and I'm going
Agreed.
to see if I can drag that into the water. So here, TK, see if this floats.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds sensible. Yeah, you can probably hold on to that and push it across. You can push that into the water, most certainly.
Yep.
Um,
And then I'm gonna try and coax Mortimer into the water here.
Cernan just kind of laughs. All you guys got to swim. I'm gonna fly.
You're gonna fly. Fair
I
enough.
believe I can fly.
So I think the easiest thing to the easiest way to deal with this one. And get a token. And then add it to the combat tracker. Then put it on hold. Make it friendly. Make it visible. Then I can put the log in the water as a token. There you go. You should be able to move that now. That's yeah, there. So put the log there. Is that what we're doing? There's the log token.
It's a friendly little log.
There we go. That's your log token.
That's for you, TK.
How tall are the trees?
I'm
again?
swimming.
20, 30 feet.
Oh,
No.
okay. I thought we were bigger trees.
There are in other places, but this seems to be the swamp. The ground here is predominantly swampy, so it's a different tree type. These ones don't have the really tall trees, although they grow really tall, don't have very good root systems, and therefore they would fall over in the boggy swampland. These trees seem to have much more extensive root systems, but don't seem to grow so tall. Almost like iceberg trees, more trees root than going above the ground. Bit bigger compared to the rest of you. There we go. Let's shrink it down. So there's your log, TK.
Okay.
Oh, that one. I made it a token, so you can actually push it across, as it were.
That's it.
You go.
Oh, gotcha. I see.
I'm hopping off Mortimer and I'm leading him.
Okie dokie.
Is that like a lily pad or is it it an island?
That's land. That's a lily pad over there. That's actually
Okay.
ground. Can I have notice checks, please?
Why are there so many songs about rainbows?
And what's on the other side?
That's right.
Okay, what do we get? I'm going to stealth check. So they failed their stealth check. Might spend a Benny on that. Why can't I pick up bennies? Why can't I pick up anything on that? There we go. I don't know what happened there. Let's try a group stealth check again. Okie. Nubby, I've got a 5. Worthington got a 3. TK got a. Okay. Are you happy with your 3s? On your notice checks, that's Worthington and TK.
Yeah.
Okay, Morty's okay. That was Morty.
Does that mean we're going to get surprised, right?
Yeah, Morty won't get surprised, but I'm going to say that basically Morty shrieks loudly so you don't get surprised.
Okay.
Nubyub jumps backwards slightly as this pink thing shoots out of the water. You wonder what on earth it is, and then you realise it was a tongue. Shoots back, and things start emerging from
Yay.
outside the swamp, through around the swamp.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Because it's a frog apocalypse. I love it.
Enough. Okay. Yes. What is there? Okay, so oh, hang on. Turn that off. Morty jumps to the side as the giant frog attempts to grapple Mortimer with his tongue. Look at these beggars. They're large. Yeah, they're big. They're look as its big mouth, as its mouth is still open and it recoils the tongue back. You get the distinct impression it's big enough to quite happily swallow most of you. Morty might be a bit on the tough side, but he's obviously the frog's got a bigger appetite than its stomach.
Gotcha. My size is 2, so maybe not me either. I'm a big dude.
You're a big dude. Okay. Nub Yub jumps back a bit more as another tongue misses. Morning rigger.
Nub Yub, on the other hand, he's probably what, -1 size?
Yeah, he is. Worthington Pettigrew Trundle the Fourth. Sound effects aren't working. Oh well, I can live with that today. I don't know what going on with the web player.
Oh, that's all right. I forget you use Sirenscape. Can you drop Sirenscape into the chat?
I don't like it's working because I'm not getting the sound effects going myself. Sound pack should be running. Yeah. There's the invite. Let's try it. So I'll see if I'm in the wrong session or something. I basically couldn't get the session to load. It just carried on. Oh, it worked that time. So right. Let's see if I get a sound effect when you attack. There you go.
All right. And I'm going to move to there. And what's my command radius? I think it's 10 inches. So who's within it?
Yub TK 40.
All right. So I guess before I move to there, so I can get Cernan in there, I am going to take an action to give everybody oh, come on. Why can't I select TK? So Sargon's out, right?
Yep. Sargon's out. Buzz is out. You get.
All right.
And
And the
out
log
as well.
is out too, technically.
Technically, the log is out as well. There you go.
Who took the log out? All right.
Don't forget your venture cards.
Oh, I forgot that you were adding them.
Well, I got
Battle
them working,
Herald
so
2 is, and the power I'm adding is improved level headed. Enjoy your cards, folks. All right, and then I clicked one action, and then I'm moving forward, and I'm going to make with a choppy on the frog.
okay. I don't think it's working. Sound, go for it.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh, I didn't have them selected. Sorry. Roll again, or did you just want to apply it?
You missed. Idiot.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh, it's
Fair
large.
enough.
You hit. Take it back. Okay. I don't know what's
All
going on. The sound effects aren't working today, but I can live with that. Ah, hang on. I wonder if.
How can I roll a 1 on a D12? Come on now.
Easily. So. Oh, no,
Are you-
that suddenly worked for me. Did that work for anyone else?
No,
Weird.
I'm not hearing anything.
I don't know what's going on with the sound. It seems very buggered. Oh well. Do anything. So
All right, let's try one more
broke.
time. It's early yet, so. There, much better.
It's a wound. Hey, the frog is wounded.
That's it for me. And Morty actually is going to scramble back.
Can you send the link without the invite
I don't know. How do you do that?
well, you should have like a link on your control panel that says like a way to invite people.
It's just
The same thing.
It's an invite button, isn't it? That's all I got.
Yeah, and the problem is that I'm gonna try something else. Okay. Don't worry about me. I'm working on it.
Click the button. Just does that,
Push the
doesn't it?
button,
No,
Frank.
Okay, Morty's scuttling back. Okie dokie. Over to Sargon.
Push the button, Frank.
Okay.
should have a
Question.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Does Wall Walker work on water?
Logically, no.
Okay.
Because you're too big to maintain the surface tension.
Well, that's why I wasn't sure if it would make a difference there or not. That's why I was asking.
No. I don't think it would work on water. Work on trees though.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to
Sargon comes rushing through the undergrowth, jumps into the air, lands with a splash right next to the frog.
well, that's bigger than I am. No, I'm gonna make that onto the frog. I'm sorry.
Onto the frog. Okay, it's large.
It's bigger than me, so yeah, we'll do it reasonably.
Now's not the time for playing leapfrog.
Athletics.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh wait.
Yeah, no, you failed.
Need it, but free run should apply, so that'd be a 24.
Oh, 24. Oh, 24, you make it then. Yeah,
Well, I wasn't sure if you were giving it a chance to contest it or not. So, all right.
Well, I didn't. Not really. It hasn't acted yet, so my view is it doesn't know what you're up to. So
All right.
it's half submerged in the water, so you just land on top of it, as far as I'm concerned.
That's fine.
Two hits. Sitting on the back of it, stabbing it a lot. Why am I getting a picture of what's his face from Guardians of the Galaxy against that thing in the second film, just where he's just inside it stabbing? Except
Well,
you're on top of it stabbing instead. Okay, you wound once, and unfortunately, its toughness of its hide blocks the second attack from doing any noticeable damage.
All right, then my second action will be regular stab.
Hit with raise.
There we go.
Hmm.
So, long sword damage. Stuff.
Okay, that's a second wound upon that frog, and that's the end of that frog.
And I used. Did I use 10, 11?
10 to get to there. Now you're technically in the water, so now it's
Oh
down.
no, I'm still on the frog. The frog hasn't have a chance to think yet.
Okay. That's further than you could jump, but you could probably jump back with an athletics check. I'll give you that.
Okay. Well, if I can, I was going to try and jump over to the right on the next round. If his body didn't sink that fast, or if he's big enough to. But the moment I will be on his back, like right there.
Okay. I'll give you a 50-50 chance he submerges at the end of the turn, but we'll see. I think actually we'll see. It really depends how high up the track you are as well, but we'll see. Oh no, it's all meant to be simultaneous, so I'll be nice and give you 50. Okay. I think I'm just going to come over to here. It looks like Cernan didn't take off yet, so.
take off to the great
No, I was
wide
just
north.
I was walking to the edge
Yeah.
of the mud and such first.
Making me think of the moat house.
Okie dokie. Right, so basically you dodge the giant tongue coming your way. That frog swims there. Brings us to Nubyub, who's feeling a bit emboldened now. He's going to step forwards to there. Actually, he doesn't need to step forwards. He can stay where he is and just shoot the frog. That's a good hit. Doing
Good Lord.
Okay, so basically that frog is just lowering itself back into the water. Its mouth slightly open. Nubyub just lets loose an arrow. It obviously goes straight up into the roof of the mouth, into the brain of the frog, and then you see it spasm slightly as obviously whatever's coating the arrowhead kicks in, and that frog just basically dies instantly. That brings us to Cernan.
Do not piss off the teddy bears. Got it.
Yeah, 32 points of damage on a single six-sided dice. Obviously not a single, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, that'll kill a frog. You know what I mean?
Okay, so obviously the frog didn't engage
Cernan.
you. It stayed at distance to try and capture you.
Try and eat me, yeah.
Yeah. So if you
I'm
want to
going
take off
to
now and
fly
fly past it.
Yeah, I actually, what I'm going to do is I am going to do kind of a flyby stabbing. I'm going
Okay.
to fly to there and stab it with my lucky spear.
Well, I was going to say, look
No,
lucky.
I said
And
it's
then
a lucky spear.
you did hit, but it looked like a 6 until it changed.
Fine. Oh, maybe it is a lucky spear.
Okay. You happy with 2 wounds?
Yeah, I'll take 2 wounds.
Yeah, okay. No more frog.
And then I will finish flying out towards here.
Okay. Are you staying aloft, are you? So we'll put you.
I am staying a little bit aloft, yeah.
Yeah,
Not a lot.
we'll assume you sort of flew out level, stabbed the frog, and then climbed a bit. So you're 6 feet above the log at the moment.
Yep.
You can't run when swimming, so that's as far as it can go. That brings us to TK. So holding onto the log TK, you can basically move yourself and the log up to your athletics. So with your leaping legs, you've got powerful kicks. Or you could just do that instead. Throwing your chakra. I'm afraid it bounces off the tough hide of the frog. Or maybe it doesn't. No, it sticks into the frog.
Does that kill it or no?
It well, that won't kill it, no. Large. Oh, I take it back. Take it back. It already had taken a wound, hadn't it? So let me give your Benny back.
Oh, okay. Then that's what I thought. So I was gonna.
Yeah, I
move
apologise.
along.
I didn't notice it had already taken a wound. I apologise. GM not paying attention.
So I need a free athletics roll to move.
Yeah. So that's you move up. You can move up to your athletics, is what I meant to say, rather than the roll. But the roll's fine actually. So you can move up to 8 inches across the water, along with the log if you want.
Okay.
You're up with the log. There we go. So basically, you're holding onto the log.
It's
And then I'll make
log,
my
it's
second attack
log.
here because. Or do you just want to roll with the 4 hit it? You see how I was multi-actioning?
Yes. So that you were
And
aiming for frog number 2, were you?
Yeah, and then the second, but I already attacked. But I'll roll it again. But
That's okay. No, that's okay. You rolled. Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
yeah, I mean you can give me the 4 maybe, but yeah, because that's what I had. But
Yeah, 4 plus 2 is 6, which is a hit. On the damage roll, on the damage roll, my wild die rate. I'm afraid
does a 9 damage it?
it does not. They have tough hides, these frogs. I've noticed you guys either don't hurt them or you just kill them.
How about a 26?
Everyone bites the dust.
Wait, they're dusty frogs?
Not really. There's only one left. Well, that was fast. Okay. And what about Buzz?
Oh, Buzz is sitting tight.
No problem at all.
I don't think that particular familiar is a good one to have flying around frogs.
Indeed.
Well, I have to
Buzz
admit,
is-
I was
Buzz is
hesitant to
hanging
take
out
off
in
as
my
well.
backpack.
I did think it was amusing as you said you're going to fly. I thought, oh, that would be amusing. Knowing what was coming. What a lot of cards just got
Buzz
dealt
is
out there.
just fine in my backpack.
Okie dokie. Well, Did everyone get a penny off that? Yes, it looks like everyone did. So, Worthington, you're up first. You got a joker.
Right. I'm gonna pull out my gunny gun. And I'm gonna shoot Mr. Froggy over here.
Okie dokie.
Let me stop that and select USA.
Gotta dig a little deeper.
Dig a little deeper in the well, boys.
See, that was the Lady and the Frog, or whatever the hell it was called, that I had to take my kid to once upon a time.
Yeah. The Princess and the Frog. Yeah. I remember that now.
Tiana.
Yep. All right, here goes nothing. And then I'll drop that pistol and I'll pull another one and fire that one.
It looks in.
Pistol
Yes.
in your pocket, or is Morty happy to see me?
He's got a bandolier with pistols on it. He has 3 of them.
He's a gip after all. He likes his pistols.
Yeah.
Bang! Bang! Bang!
Especially since he can't run very far or fast.
Okay,
Well, that'll do.
You shake the final frog with an 11. Okay, are you moving?
No, not yet. No, he's not getting in the water until all these frogs are gone.
Okay, Sermon, you're flying along the log there. Appears to be one frog left. It's definitely eyeing you as you're flying along.
Well, he's eyeing me and I'm eyeing him. So I think what I'm going to do is fly over this direction and then throw a little piece of bone at him.
Okie dokie. Minor bolt coming up. Erase.
Let's Benny that. That was kind of a crap roll. Nope, I guess I'm stuck with the crap roll, aren't I?
Now it is a
Yeah,
minor
I got
bolt.
Benny. I got Benny.
Spread those
So...
PowerPoints.
Ah, there we go. No, still kind of a crap roll. Scored a wound. All right, I'll take that.
It's already shaken, that's why. Okay, the frog takes a wound. Interesting. That is, I'll work out a way to sort that one. Okay, the giant frog unshakes. Disappears beneath the water. I'll do the cha-cha dance because I can't hit the tip. But yeah, it submerges beneath the water and appears to vanish.
Is there any chance that Cernan with a slightly higher altitude could see where this frog went?
You can make a notice check. Yub was looking around desperately trying to see it. The water's very brackish though.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. You can see something moving in that direction.
I will point that out to everybody.
I will make the frog visible because you've highlighted where you think it is, you know what I mean? However, I'm going to give it
Maximum cover.
that should do it, shouldn't it? That should do it. Okay, so basically, Cernan points out, and now you know where to look. You can see a dark. Oh, he just disconnected.
Oh, no. I just lost. I did. I'm coming back.
Okay.
I don't know what just happened.
Sure, go. We'll put you on hold. Sargon, you're up, sir.
Please do. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
Benny's must gush forth like the explosion from a depth charge. Even the GM should get splattered with Benny juice. Well, thank you very much.
Benny juice just doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Let's see. You're in luck. The frog's still there. So, although, how are you going to jump? 4 inches is longer than you can jump, I do believe. So I think you are getting wet. Can't do a run up. Eddie Juice does sound wrong, but I'm going to comment. Yes,
Any
sir.
juice? That just sounds horrible.
Jump.
Well,
Do
that
I-
would be with the raise because I got free runner.
Yeah.
It'd be an 8 to get over
Okay.
there.
It's a standing jump, of course, because you're on the back of the. You won't, the frog's not long enough to give. Hang on. Jump. Jumping. Next jump 1 inch, 2 inches horizontally, or as a free action. Double these numbers if you can run at least 2 inches prior. So you are, if you choose, you can make an athletics roll as an action to increase their horizontal distance. 2 with a race, just enough. There we go. You clear it. Yeah, you literally do make the jump. Exactly. So you literally jump off the slowly submerging dead frog and land there. Okay, that's 4 inches of movement.
Frog's been pointed out, but it's still submerged, right?
It is submerged. You can attack it, but obviously it's got cover bonuses. It is submerged.
Okay. I'm assuming the tree has like some ground next to it.
The ground for the tree is probably right, as you say. It's probably just off the edge of the map. But yeah, I'll say there is some over there somewhere. There. Okay, that looks more or less central to the tree. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
It should be pointed out that basically there isn't any more ground once you get to that where you are. Once you get sort of past this line, as it were.
No, I'm just trying to get to the tree, is all.
Yeah, no, that's understood.
So I will. I'm working my way to the tree trunk.
Okay.
Over in this area is what I'm going for.
Yep, agreed. Yep, that's. We'll leave that there as your tree trunk. Okie dokie. New round. Let's see what happens with all those ridiculous amounts of cards being dealt out. And TK, have you back? Sorry, TK.
I'm still loading.
Strange. I wonder what happened. I should keep you on hold then.
Yeah.
Keep you on hold.
Please.
That means Sargon, you're up first. I think it's quite logical. You're just paddling because you know the frog's somewhere in front of you. Holding on to that log for dear life.
Not enjoying this water scene. I am, but as a person, but obviously TK is not.
Understood.
How did I pull a 2, a 6, and a 7 and end up last? What the fart? That's a bad look.
2, 6, and 7. Well, Sargon, what's your plan, sir?
Sorry. Just double checking stuff. My feet glow as I run, leap, and then go up the edge of the save and have some movement.
And so with a 2-inch with a 2-inch run up, which you can
trunk
get on
into
the
the
island,
branches.
a 2-inch run up, which you can get on that island there. You can
I activate a wall walker, so I activate a wall walker. So all I have to do is hit the tree, not hit ground.
Oh, fair enough. Straightforward athletics check then.
Okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely fine. You activate wall walker, so you'll stick to the tree the second you land on it.
I activate it with a raise so I can run and move my
That's fine.
picks.
Yep, no problem. Zarga goes flying through the air and just disappears into the foliage of the tree. There's a slight, and then the whole tree shakes slightly. There's no splash.
Attempting to resolve.
Oh, it says she connected.
Yeah, now I'm finally acquiring files. I don't know what was going on.
It sounds like that. Although Discord was quite happy to let you keep talking, it does sound like there was some sort of DNS mix-up or something too.
Well, Discord
Yeah,
will
I mean,
keep the continuity of
yeah.
a connection,
Yeah.
where FG won't.
Well, yeah. So probably you had a packet. You probably had a network drop for a second. Discord went, "No, I'm not letting you go." So you stayed, but FG went, "Yeah, go on, then bugger off."
Right.
But that's more going to be down to Unity, isn't it, than actually Fantasy Grounds itself? I don't know if there's anything you can add to
Yeah,
Unity
I mean,
to do
you
it.
know, I've learned from running when that happens, there's just no arguing with it, and it just, you know.
It's going to drop. It's going to drop. Agreed. But let us know when you're in. You're still on hold because there's somewhere submerged in front of you as a frog. Okay, Cernan.
Fine. I will spend some power points. I'm going to create a damage field where that froggy is.
Damage fields. Can you do range damage fields? Didn't think you could.
I can do a ranged damage field.
Wow.
No, actually, you can. You can because you can,
you've got
if
a
you give it
range,
area
yeah.
of effect. Yeah, if you give it an area of effect, you can give it the what is it? Mobile.
Oh yeah, and then it becomes a flaming sphere. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Give it to use old second edition D&D AD&D parlance. It turns it into a flaming sphere that you roll around controlling and just and face people with.
And since my damage field is bone shards, it'll slice through water fairly well.
Indeed.
Goes off at the end of my turn. We'll be taking 2d6 damage.
I don't think I've got a nice. DK requests interrupt. I thought we sorted that one out last time, didn't we? And got the car horn. Obviously, I haven't put it in. Not car horn, the bell. Yeah, I think Sirenscape got happy this week. But anyway, TK requests interrupt. TK, off you go, sir. Yo, he's paddling all in.
I'm going to spear this thing with my Githka.
Okie dokie. You can see is what it looks like a big dark shadow beneath you. So whether it's really there or you're taking in the refraction, we'll have to see. Roll to hit.
Actually, I'm too far, so I'll use my Chatka.
It work underwater.
Apparently so.
You didn't target it, so I'm saying it missed.
Oh, I did target him. I'm showing him targeted. Weird. My
Oh, hang on.
players have that happens.
Yes,
I know what happened.
you don't have, yeah.
I target him with a log.
Oh, of course. We've done that. Yes, yes, I completely
Yes.
understand.
So throwing logs in combat is generally considered to be less than sporting.
Yeah, so I was just going to do that for the sake of calculating what it was doing, which is fine by me. So okay, so you rolled 10. -4 makes it a 6. 8, which means it still was a hit. Okay. Going to go and rewrite the underwater combat rules because I need to for that next adventure. Yeah, I don't think TK is Scottish because technically speaking, logically, what's your range year? Chakra.
We call them cabers.
Indeed. Oh yeah, okay, even at half ranger, yeah. Okay, so the last frog is dead.
You can toss a log and call it a caber.
There we go.
And TK starts to do a jig on the log. Dancing.
Okie dokie. Well, with no ill consequences whatsoever, it would appear that everyone has success. Well, obviously now you can. I've turned off combat tracking, token logging, so you can move freely. So you can cross the swamp without any further incident.
Well, I'm gonna
pick up my weapons and then go.
I help since these guys say that they usually have a log that they cross. I'll help bring up like a rope.
Oh
and
yes,
cross that
yeah.
river.
Oh, that's very decent of you. Like it. Yub notices this and will mention it when the time comes. Okie dokie. Okay, well, as I say, that's basically the morning dealt with. Obviously, you stop around the middle of the day to have a bit of a rest and take on some food. Can I have some notice checks, please? Basically, you've been heading pretty much. You've been heading on in the same direction that you were originally heading, but all of a sudden you notice Nubbyub's looking northwards, and obviously you all and seems to be muttering. Obviously, when you all look as well, you notice what appears to be a large amount of smoke rising up out of a glade of trees up ahead. Nubyub seems very agitated. It sounds like that there shouldn't be far there, and he sounds very concerned about You're not he's very agitated. He's not making a lot of sense. The best you can get is friend, old one, would hates fire, danger. Nub Yub's already running northwards.
I guess we're about to become firefighters.
Okay. As you get closer, you hear a very strange sound. It's first it sounds like at first it sounds like at first you can hear like burning branches snapping, burning twigs and everything else. But then the more you listen, it sounds like there does seem to be some sort of coherent sound behind the it all, and you suddenly realise that what actually sounds like is happening is a tree screaming because it's on fire. It's the best analogy I can give. Combat tracker works.
Sure, why not? The tree is screaming.
Okay. Yeah. Jens isn't here. The log isn't here. To leave the log behind. Goodbye, log. OBS drops.
I will
There's
always
obviously network
remember your
issues.
son, Plank.
Okay. Where were we? Okay. Go. There appears to be some sort of golem-like thing moving away from the burning tree, and the tree is it seems to be very animated, waving its limbs around and definitely crying in what sounds like pain. Which of course it is, because it's on fire.
I see the fire.
Is that the little robot thing we fought before?
Did you fight one before? I don't remember.
We fought a bunch of robot things that came out of the spaceship.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, not. I think it's those. I'm trying to find the artwork as we speak. I'm just trying to find the folder as we speak because. Right. Well, that's helpful, isn't it? Okay. Images. That's it.
Imogene.
Oh, that's pretty.
Control go. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought it was the probe droid, but it's a walker.
Okay. Nubiyub is sort of absolutely beside himself. He seems to be. He's actually obviously he's screaming and frantically pulling at his fur, and basically pointing at this thing and basically saying all sorts of words. So you understand that basically so that you understand that basically what he's actually saying is some very sort of offensive terms for elves, and he's pointing at as he's pointing at that golem thing. And as you say, you can see the tree ant is. Well, you finally realise that what he's saying is their friend appears to be a living tree that's burning. Out the way the combat tracker and see what happens. Oh, well, the burning. Oh dear, that's unfortunate. The burning tree goes first. Takes 2d10 burning damage.
Oh no. Hopefully it has a
Right.
high vigor.
18 points of damage. Which is 18. He takes a wound. And being made, and then on a 4, 5. Oh dear! And basically, the fire gets the fire increases in size.
Oh no.
Worthington, you're up, sir. Hmm.
Pee on it, Morty.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm looking through my inventory. I don't. Doesn't somebody have a decanter of endless water? Trying to remember. It's not me though. I have some cooking oil. That's not gonna help.
Not gonna help.
No, that's not going to help much at all.
Nope. I don't see anything listed like that.
There we go. Scared of it.
All right. So let's click on Morty. Morty's gonna run.
Not doing any.
Boo. He gets to reroll his run dice one time. Nice. Much better.
You're not doing anything leadership wise first.
Yes, you're right. I am. But since I'm doing this already, I'm going to go ahead and put it in. Before I do, I'm going to
There's water there.
before I take off.
Yeah, it's been. Hang on a second. I know you got a nice 12 there, but I'm just going to wreck on something. Let's go when you turned up. So put you on the edge. You're meant to be on the edge of the clearing when everything kicks off. So
Okay.
be on the edge of the clearing.
Fair enough. I will give everybody what I do at the beginning of every combat.
Improved, screw you.
Mhm.
There we go. I've put the water effect in, so we actually got some water.
We do. Okay.
I mean, we did anyway, but I'm making it more obvious. But I was going, look, it's here.
Late last night.
What if Mortimer were to take a big old drink in his hamster cheeks and held a bunch of water in there?
Oh, okay, that sounds reasonable. And then he runs his 12 inches. Go for it. I love it.
And if he holds it, I can manipulate it and make it bigger.
Can I hold my action then? Can Morty hold his action and wait for to click chip?
Technically, the only way that works is if you don't move. Wasn't it? But obviously, Mortimer can hold his breath. Mortimer can certainly hold his breath this round. You know what I mean?
Only
You
6 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Mortimer can hold on to the water till next round, of course, obviously.
Let's just have him spit out the water, and maybe we can do a little running back and forth thingy.
Okay, let's have Mortimer make that.
I could always tickle him as a free action to get him going.
Let's
spit out the water.
Let's have Mortimer make an athletics check. We'll treat it as a breath weapon. I will allow your riding skill to help direct Morty if you want. As in, you can use a Benny and you know what I mean.
Have him rear up so he can get a better.
Yeah. Usually, Benny, you can use a Benny to reroll for board because I'll allow that.
I want to re-roll because I'm spending one of my bennies.
Probably. Oh, there we go. Okie dokie. I saw the 5, so that's absolutely. Oh no, it's because it's treating as a test. Okay. Yep, that's good. You reduce the burning damage back down a level. So burning damage is back down to 2d10 instead of being 3d10. You put out Mortimer puts out some of the fire.
And then I'll shoot once at Mr. Golem here.
Okay. Do the targeting for you because you're moving multi tokens. So you're targeted.
Did I target? Oh, I targeted
Targeted for you. Yeah, exactly. That's why I did it because that's the only problem with 2. When you've got the 2, that's fine. Now I know to do that. It's easier for me to do it in that case. You fire your flintlock at the patrol golem, hitting.
I doubt it's going to do anything, but
Pings off it ineffectually.
Yeah. Pink.
Brings us to Sargon.
Okay. Got a high tough. All right. Have we had a chance to recover any PowerPoints?
You would have done, yes. It's a good 4 hours since the last encounter. Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
All right. They are. Six. Raise and quickness. After images behind me as I streak forward.
We certainly do.
And manifest my soul blade. So that's the best of targeted. A frenzied.
Okay, so that's a hit with a raise and a hit with a raise.
Both hit with raises?
Did. Large.
Well, he is big too, so
Oh, I think that might be a bug on its parry, if I'm honest. Yeah, it's a bug on its parry. So that's my mistake. Parry should be 6. The hit with a raise and miss, technically speaking. Now I've corrected its stats. So yeah, okay. AP2, you shake it. If I'm going to be really evil here, if I spend a Benny, I'll spend a Benny to unshake, and then your damage only shakes it again. Net result is the patrol golem is shaken, but I am 1 Benny. The GM is 1 Benny down. Yub is obviously beside himself. He runs forward to here, having got an idea from what to be. He runs to there. He basically rips off his leather hat. He scoops up a bucket. He scoops up as much water as he possibly can, and starts running with it, pouring out
Yeah.
of the ear holes. He starts running across the field, water just pouring away as he goes. TK, you're up, sir.
I often have a problem with water pouring out my ear holes.
That was an unfortunate running one on the running route, but I did make the hexes bigger. So.
Oh, what's your range from me, TK? You might get a free reroll. I think it's if you can see the banner in this case. So you get a free reroll on your run roll.
Oh.
That's not true. I'll tell you in a second. After you've made the move.
After you've made the move, and therefore it's too late for me to change it. Okay, so you've moved 9 inches so far, so you've got another 6 inches.
As long as the warrior's banner is clearly visible, all allies within 10 inches. So get a free reroll on free checks, and may reroll their running dice once per turn.
I'm going to allow it because he was inside before the run die applied. I'm going to be a bit beardy on. I'm going to be beardy on that one today.
All right.
Hey, TK gets to there. Okay. I don't know if you're aware, but we can't hear you on Discord. If you...
Yeah, no, I was just looking at it.
That's fine. It's fine. I was just, you were very noticeably quiet, even when rolling lots of ones, and I was surprised.
Oh,
Okay.
I was just spending.
It's fine.
I'm trying.
You may use
I'm trying not
elements.
to curse.
Okay.
I'm going to
Some
use
examples.
environmental
Yep.
manipulation to try and sort of surround this thing with water and cool it down and
Okay.
put this fire. Try to lower the fire level down. And
Okie dokie. I'm going to say yes. You successfully do. You reduce the fire level down to 1d10. You have obviously the fire grew, but obviously you have managed to.
And can you pass my turn for me? I'm done.
Certainly.
And Buzz is still hiding and shook up from that god awful frog experience.
Indeed. Okay.
So, so TK, is there enough water on the ground that you can manipulate?
Yeah, I mean that's what I did this time.
There will be shortly. There will be shortly.
As far as I'm concerned, he was pulling up the water that was sloshed around. That obviously, I figured it was reasonable to assume that after Mortimer spit, obviously not all the water was used to put out the fire. So I'm basically being nice there. He needed a 5 or 6 to reduce it, and he got a 6. So he's not doing bad there. Okie dokie.
Well, you will notice that I did not give the Treant improved level-headed.
Indeed. So
you don't want him to have the opportunity to burn down to the ground before everybody else.
Okay, so in modes he's got 4. Okay. Okay. It's a limited action. Okay, so basically, the golem, the patrol golem, has been moving along, looking basically sort of running around on two legs, and its arms sort of tucked up under it, a bit resembling like a T-Rex. However, now the arms unlock and they extend outwards. Basically, it's gone from patrol mode to melee combat mode, allowing it to perform 2 melee attacks on Sargon. Missing both times as he parries both the blows. Okay. Okay, that will bring us to Cernan.
Okay, Cernan is going to run. Come on, big numbers. Meh, that'll work. I'm going to dart over to here. I'm going to whip out the portable hole and scoop up water.
Brilliant, love it. Yep. You just open the portable hole inside it. Yeah, that's awesome. Love it.
Basically, yep. And then I will pick up the portable hole, and I will continue running.
You got 7 more pace.
Here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice. I like that. New round. Okay. Oh, look at that. Jokers for Worthington, which means everyone should have been awarded a Benny. Okay, Worthington, you're up first, sir.
All right.
So Worthington gets a Benny even though he's under.
What?
He's under control. No, I had asked this question.
All players get Bennies, NPCs don't, basically.
Oh, Worthington gets it, but the fat hamster doesn't. I get him confused.
Right.
Mortimer's not playing character.
I lower my lance.
Yep.
And Mortimer, kicks the ground, digs in like it's a starter block, and then charges.
Hamster power.
Just ask Richard Gere.
Ew. Why can I not select him?
What do you mean I'm late?
Oh, you're late. You're very late.
I was fucking playing a game of StarCraft. Completely didn't notice.
StarCraft or Starfield or
StarCraft.
Yeah.
2.
Those RTSs, man, they'll nab you.
Yeah, especially when you get some dick who doesn't know he's lost and carries on trying to fight. It's like, you lost an hour ago, just quit. Son of a bitch, but the geezer wouldn't until I had to wipe all of his whole army out.
There you go. Charging into the patrol gun, a bit, hit him with a race.
Oh yes. Oh yes, baby. Oh yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Right up the golem's pooper. Get him.
Okay, let's see if I can do anything. No, I can't do anything about that. Okie dokie. Okay, so this is going to get interesting. So first things first. Okay, Mortimer gets to make an evasion check. Once Jiminy stopped freezing Fantasy Grounds, it's disconnected.
I don't think that makes it. Let me roll for Morty too. Oh, I can roll the writing check for him.
You don't get to evade because you're sitting on Morty. It's Morty who gets to evade.
Oh, okay. I can make a writing check for him, right?
Yeah. Okay, one of the Elven scouts escapes, but one of them doesn't.
So the writing check's at -2 though, right?
Yeah. No, it's actually agility check, so Mortimer gets to make an agility check. That's all. Oh, my modifier. Oh, now my modifier box works.
Well, if I make a riding check, though.
It's actually whether Morty gets out of the way. Morty's fine. Look, Morty dives backwards. No problem at all, which means you're saved as well.
Oh, okay.
Could you
No,
stick me
I
on
would
that?
just. I think I have the ability to do things like. Well,
Oh.
I'll read up on it.
You have to check
so.
up. Yeah. Okay. So what's going to happen here? Basically, there is basically the golem explodes. However, you Mortimer jumps clear. Mortimer jumps clear. However, one you see the hatch open at the top, and one of the elves just jumps out and lands on the ground. The other elf is inside it when the thing explodes and doesn't escape in time. As the golem
Ew.
explodes.
It makes a motor oil stain.
Okie dokie. Off hold, dealt in. Okay, that brings us to Nubyub.
There's a tree on fire over there.
Nubyub runs across to here. More basically, he gets across and he throws his hat full of water at the treant, and obviously it's all driven out the ear holes, so nothing's there. And he looks down and it's just wails as the tree burns. Cernan, you're up, sir.
Cernan is going to fly forward and up. Rolled that the wrong way. Up, not down. Until he is a little ways above the tree, and then dump about 10,000 gallons of water on the tree.
I think we can safely say that's putting the fire out. Yeah, puts the fire out. The treant is no longer burning.
And that is Cernan's turn.
Hey, that brings us to
As he wrings out the hole and puts it back in his pocket.
Oh, I sent the Memphis back on again. Annoying. Right, so the Astral Elves are the bad guy.
Astral Elves are the very bad guys, yes.
What did the Imperial Elven Empire?
Yeah, what does that do? Oh, that's ridiculous.
You got 9 bennies. You can spend a penny if you want to re-roll your run dice, because you know I'm nice like that. Don't forget your adventure cards. That made all the difference.
Fuck off.
Another bitch.
Right, okay. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to waste one more. Just...
Wait. You get a free roll anyway. Running roll.
Got 9 bennies. Don't tell him that.
Is he within 10 inches of me? There you go. You should use that one from the very start.
Not until he's actually finished the run.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
But he spent the bennies, so it's okay. So he's moving.
Right, I don't mind. I spent them. Right, so... Okay.
I missed.
Did I really miss?
Yeah, I think you did.
Did I really miss? I had
This is
9
how
bennies.
this is how to spend 9 bennies in what 2 minutes.
I'm obviously getting the crap rolls out of the way now. That's
There's
better.
a 10. Okay, you hit with a raise. I don't know. He turns up and just turns up and kills the alpha.
Only you took 8 bennies.
He's been hiding in that water.
Yes. I like that.
He was looking for more frogs.
He was looking for more
Yeah,
frogs.
Frogs, exactly. I
Looking
found
for
some. They were
frogs
delicious.
in all the wrong places.
Okay, obviously combat ends with the removal of the astral elf and the destruction of the patrol. Well, actually, I forgot to make Sargon make an invasion roll, didn't I, when the thingy blew up?
Yep. It was a he was making boba tea in the water.
So I think it even affects him, does it? Let's have a look. It would be 2 wounds, so you might want to make an evasion check, Sargon, that I forgot to make earlier. Otherwise, you take 2 wounds. The patrol golem explodes in your face.
Okay, just a minute.
Not you worry, you got 9 bennies. And you're fine. So you're okay. You don't take the damage whatsoever. You literally dive out the way as the thing explodes. Congratulations. Nubby Up is basically is looking concerned at the treant, but it seems although it's quite badly burned, it appears to be in one piece. No longer a burning treant. So to get rid of that, change it to that, as it can be, and it speaks common Sylvan and treant. So basically, it looks around and basically in a slow, methodical, and you do get distinct senses of fibrous woodiness in it. It speaks. It thanks you for putting out the fire.
The elf actually dead.
The elf injuries go away when all wounds are healed. So this elf is actually he's basically lying on the ground. Basically, if left alone, he will die. But obviously, if someone heals him, he will be okay. Yes. He thanks you and basically explains that when the
I'll go over to Cernus, like, keep him from dying.
The construct entered his grove, he tried to remove it from the area, and it basically fired a beam of fire at it, and that's it called fire. If you had not been around carrying so much water with you, yeah, but he doesn't know what he would have done.
I'll grab Cernan and have him stop this guy from dying.
I usher people into death, but let me see what I can do.
Okay, from dying right now.
I put my finger in the hole. I'm
stay
untrained. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, right?
He's not a cleric.
No, certain.
He's an oracle of bones. He's an oracle of death. He's a death oracle.
A doracle.
Actually, he's a bone oracle. He's a bone oracle.
A boracle.
I forget who healed
Gotcha.
him, but yeah, I just wanted him to stop dying. Okay, I tie this guy up securely.
Yeah, I don't think you've got a healer anymore, have you? That's a point. Yeah. Okay, yeah, he's obviously the with Cernan's unskilled healing attempt. So the the astral elf is no longer incapacitated, but is still unconscious and will be so for a number of hours. Okay. Nub Yub, happy that Treant is okay, and therefore the grove, this grove is protected. Basically, seems to indicate that it's time to move on, and he starts taking you on your, basically starts leading you further on into the quest. 7 hours. It's going to be 7 hours before the elf wakes up. So by then you're probably camped down for the night. The elf finally stirs awake.
I wasn't sure how far it was to this guy's to the Twitwiki's village was. I'll bind him up, tie him up, and toss him over my hamster.
No problem.
Riding on a saddle horn like that is not comfortable.
I don't care.
NPC.
Oh, neither do I. I was just commenting.
In fact, it's probably going to help me because I'm only keeping him alive because I want to interrogate him.
Fetch the comfy saddle.
Okay, so
You should be
yeah,
glad he's
basically
not being dragged.
I should take that back. I was going to say 7 hours, but basically it's been 7 hours and the elf still appears to be completely unconscious.
Slap him around the face.
That's still that flaming unconsciousness. So let's actually let's go the whole hog. I wasn't expecting it to roll so ridiculously well. So let's go for Jordan.
How far is this village?
You should reach it tomorrow.
Okay.
So, okay. So, who wants? Basically, I'm going to go on the assumption that there's 3 watches. So, who wants first watch? Who wants second watch? Who wants third watch?
I'll take
Take
I'll take last.
Okay, I'll take first.
Sorry, I'll take first.
So that leaves TK and Blob on second at the moment. Are you okay with that?
I'll go on the second, I said.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so basically, first watch comes and goes, and I'm afraid the astral elf is still unconscious.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
Cernan draws various pictures on his face. Nothing rude, just because.
Fair enough. Okay, so second watch, that's Blob, Hidemi, and TK. So let's see. Hey. Let's have notice checks from Blob, Hidemi, and TK, please.
Oh, lovely.
Just to be clear, I tied him pretty securely, like fingers tight. Even his
You
thumbs
did.
are tied together.
You did. He failed his athletics check. Okay. No, everything seems.
Sorry, I was getting the spinning wheel again, so
That's okay. That's no problem. Everybody, everything. The second watch passes by, uneventfully, and on third watch, Worthington. If you'd like to make a notice check, please. Of course, he went AFK, didn't he? I just
that
noticed
causes us problems.
that all goes uneventfully, no problem at all. In the morning, you basically after the morning after morning comes through, and the as far as you can tell, the astral elf is still unconscious, but he's still exactly where you left him, and nothing to worry about, I'm sure.
Check his bindings and continue on our way.
Okay. Have a.
We did search, just to be clear, we did search him and didn't find anything valuable.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, when you searched him, all you would have had him on was a longbow and a sword. So I'm assuming that neither was of particularly special quality. So I'm assuming you discarded them, but unless you want to take them, can I have a notice check from you? Second. I should say. No, that's all fine. No problem at all. Okay. Basically, he seems to still. The morning goes on, and you basically. Think goes on, and eventually, without the astral elf appearing to have recovered or woken up in any way, shape, or form, definitely not having. Definitely still dashed up quite securely. You arrive at the cave system. On the horizon, you can see a crystalline structure reaching up into the sky.
Okay.
Okay, so as I say, you're led down into the caves. Basically, you're taken past a large number of warriors, all wearing red scarves, which Nubyub also has a red scarf. It should be pointed out the hunters on the elder hunters didn't have red scarves on. But anyway, you're brought into the center of the cave area, and you also Nub makes it quite clear to step exactly where he steps as he takes you through the cave system, and that does mean every so often he does jump over perfectly normal areas on the ground with no apparent reason to do so. But all of you doing exactly what he said. It's fine. I'm assuming for now that you're leaving the elf with well, actually, what are you going to do with the elf? Because obviously that would possibly make traversing the caves a little more tricky, Sargon. But then again, it's up to you if you want to leave the elf on the back of the hamsters or whatever.
The giant hamsters can't come in the tunnels?
Not into the tunnels, no.
Okay, double check his bindings, and then he gets dragged along behind.
Dragged. Okay. What are you going to do at the first time Nubyub jumps over a completely unobtrusive area on the ground if you're dragging him?
Is there a way around it?
Appears to be. No, he just jumps over. He just jumps over a section of the cave. On the ground, just a bit of a wall. He just jumps over it after telling you to do exactly what he does.
Has anyone got a better strength than a D6?
No.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
I can carry him if you really
TK's
want me
got
to.
it.
Or would this be athletics to throw him?
It would be athletics to throw him, yes. There'll be a -4 penalty.
He's got a D8. I'll help you.
Okay.
DK obviously decides the elf looks tasty and doesn't want to let go of him. Okay, it's a -3 penalty. Throwing him across.
All right. Yes, I can do that. So
Nub turns around and looks at it, and looks at you all sort of very confused, tilting his head in a confused manner. Sort of beckons you to hurry up. He also sort of implies you need to jump.
that's fine. I don't have a problem jumping. So -3 with aid. And I hopefully chuck him safely across.
Okie dokie.
I will spend a penny on that. Oof. Thump.
Hey. Okay, yep. You throw him over, and everyone, the rest of you jump over. It's not a problem. It's not a long jump. It seems to be just this area. And a couple more times that will go on. I won't worry too much and make you roll every time. It's just we'll treat that as you successfully get him through it or hand him over.
And before it goes, I'm gonna take before we toss him. I try to extract a little meat from the elf, and I feed
one
it
of
to
them.
the Ewok.
Okie dokie. Well, the second, okay, we're going to say that's you're a few into the cave when this happens. The second you do that, the elf who has basically been feigning all this time unconsciousness screams in pain and agony and kicks out. However, you did get the sliver of meat, which Nub just gobbles down as quick as he can as you hand it to him. The elf basically panics, although quite tied up quite well. There's obviously still can move, causing problems. Basically, Sargon and the elf basically move into one of the areas that Nub has just indicated you need to jump over. And obviously, Sargon, you get to make an athletics, an evasion check as you suddenly feel the ground beneath you move.
Wait, what?
You're about to fall in a pit trap.
You get to make an evasion check. But the same can't be said for the elf. He's falling down the pit trap.
I thought we avoided it.
Oh, this is another one.
Oh.
And basically, as you went to jump over the next pit trap, the elf suddenly yelped in shock and pain and basically caused you to stumble into the trap. So you can save yourself, but you won't be able to save the trussed up elf.
Can I save the elf?
Oh, no, definitely not. Definitely not. No, it's all about saving yourself at this point. The elf lands at the bottom with a loud squelch.
Is he dead?
You think those? You think the amount you get? You think the fact that there's sort of 4 sharpened wooden stakes sort of emerging through the top of his torso, and you think he's probably not in a good state. That's the spiked bit.
I don't think his neck is supposed to bend that way either.
I'm just asking: is he dead, or is he just?
He's probably dead.
I smack TK.
Nub shouts something, and a couple of you see some dippers come running over with a block of tactile pulley system, and they sort of with expert ease they seem to be they manage to loop around the body and start hauling it up. They're all licking their lips, it has to be said, as they haul up the dead astral elf. And they carry off the elf. They seem to be. They definitely seem to be singing a song. Yes, indeed, they seem to be singing a song from Cernan. It's definitely. Cernan, it's definitely appears to be talking about the anatomy of animals, and they're definitely the song seems to be sort of saying what the best bits of something is to eat as they carry the astral elf away.
It wasn't time to eat him yet, damn it. He was to be interrogated first.
Anyway, after that, Nubyub takes you through to meet the Rangchuck chieftain, Chief Song, who is basically sitting in an area. There's no great throne or anything. It seems to be a communal area in the cave. Over to one side, it appears to be all the basically what appear to be children and elders. There's about 300 plus of those. The chieftain is surrounded by 8 other dippers who seem to be dressed in very very ornate stuff and have all sorts of that you assume are their sort of shamans or whatever. Nubyub sort of indicates that you should wait here. He goes over, starts talking, and Sonan, you definitely hear about the fact that you hear that the swamp tree was down, but you have replaced it with a different tree that will work just as well. And some of the shamans nod at this, and some of the others are shaking their heads. Then he goes on to tell about the fact that he points directly at you, Sonan, and you understand he's talking about the fire at the tree ant. And then he points at Sargon and he points at Worthington, and then mimic obviously an explosion of the patrol golem. And basically, it seems that with your actions, you're very much held in regard, and therefore
part of the tribe.
Yeah. Well, no, you're not part of the tribe. Nubyub's convinced the chieftain and the shamans you're not dinner.
Oh, they're not going to eat us. Okay.
Basically, that's all you've achieved so far. You're not dinner. Now the chieftain and the shamans will basically deign to talk to you because you're not dinner and therefore can be spoken to. They wave you over.
Thinking that they weren't going to try and have us dinner because they'd be a whole lot of dead.
I didn't pick up much of that one. That's okie dokie.
I said it was a good thing they didn't try to make us dinner because they'd end up a whole lot dead.
Fair enough. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So, okay, they wave you over. So now's time to do the parlaying. So basically, they're waiting for your spiel because obviously Nubyub's told them that you're here to fight the elves. So obviously they want to hear how you're going to fight the elves.
We're going to kill them. We're going to eat them.
Well, that's obviously they nod at that one. They obviously like that. But okay, so
we might even share some of the meat with you lot. Elves are delicious, especially with a bit of garlic.
Where are the elves you're going to attack?
I'm trying not to look side-eye too much at...
I believe the Crystal Spire is where we are headed.
For that. Love him, any.
Chief Song looks at one of the shamans and nods, and the shaman basically hands you a scroll case.
Ooh. Yay.
I will thank him and open it up.
Okay, inside appears to be a map.
Maps are good.
It appears to be an elvish plan of the base.
Nice. Wait. They don't love you like I love you.
So there are some notes. There are notes. Obviously, there's a key with some notes on the side, as it were. So apparently LZ is the landing, the landing zone, the landing pad.
Okay.
W appear to be watchtowers. Apparently there seems to be 4 watchtowers, and obviously you can see there's the Scrub Hill Center, and CST is the crystalline shielding tower, and there's also an X marks the fact that there's a bunker beneath.
Do they got tunnels that go underneath the base or anything like that?
The map doesn't show that, but you assume that may be what the bunker is.
No, I'm asking.
They don't know. They don't know because basically, obviously, when the elves turned up, they killed any of the tribe that was in the area and run the rest of the tribe away from their area. That used to be. They did so. There weren't caves that the dippers are aware of beneath that area. They'd never explored it. It was good hunting ground.
Okay. If it is accurate, if the scale is accurate, 300 feet per square, they're far enough apart that we can pretty much just approach from the south and walk straight up to that bunker point and be plenty far enough away from the watchtowers to not be seen.
The watchtowers are 100 feet tall, apparently.
Okay. And each square is 15 inches, so...
We don't need to worry about the watchtowers. Remember why we brought my burrowing giant hamster? So we could dig and not worry about above ground stuff.
Okay. How fast does he burrow?
30 feet, from what I was told. Let me double check.
Everybody knows a burrow hamster lives in a hole in the ground.
He burrows at 6 inches. So that is...
So much for making the map. So much for making the watchtower map.
All along the watchtower, the hamster burrowed through.
It's like 40, 50 feet in a thing.
Ah, yes. I knew there was a reason. Yes. He says 600 backpedals per second. There is each of the watch.
Won't be able to go quite that fast, but we can definitely travel without being seen. That's specifically why I bought the subterranean giant space hamster.
As you're pointing this out, Nubyub shakes his head and he seems to say that basically one time when a hunting group tried to pass at the widest point between the 2 watchtowers, and they were somehow spotted almost instantly. He says there's a shimmer between the watchtowers in the air.
Probably doesn't go underground.
They put a mini mythal around this?
Possibly. Should they have it, it'll be spherical. Making a cult roll or a common.
I'm just putting on my mouth.
Anyone got a cult?
Yeah, Cernan's got a cult.
Go for it.
I
A
guess
Colt
he can
45.
Yeah, Colt 45.
Aha. Right. Yeah, basically, I remember the definition of a biffle, but I can't remember what it actually did. Yeah. powerful magical effect, wasn't it? Created by a group of spellcasters to protect and ward a large area with numerous powerful enchantments. Yeah, by the sound of things, it does sound like it may well be something like that. It's something elves are known to do, a mythal. In which case, if it is the case, this whole area could well be in like a spherical magical shield. You also know that logically speaking, something of that power magical power would need, consumes a lot of magical energy. Therefore, possibly disrupting any one of the watchtowers should be enough to bring the detection system down. Other than the fact it will alarm people if something comes through, the magic itself won't necessarily tell you that it's gone offline, if that makes sense. There'd have to be someone actively checking that the system's up, that the magical shielding's still in effect. So you could hope to the arrogance of the astral elves that they won't realise it's down. But logically speaking, you could probably still tunnel up through the base of the watchtower. Sargon happy? Because they're wooden, apparently.
Okay.
So we go after
So
that one.
Okay. Watchtowers apparently are owned. The dippers tell you that the watchtowers, each of the watchtowers has a giant crossbow in it. Fires 6-foot arrows fast at distances. I don't know what this is. They also point out that even with the magical shielding, there are always patrols moving between the. Probably also to pick up on the fact that if they watched out, Mythal is activated, that get them there quicker. So even if you get it down, obviously, your tunnel will help. Obviously, there you go. Have a plan. Chief Song can spare warriors if you want them.
They want to stay nearby to attack them while we're causing trouble. They're welcome to.
Sure, yeah, they're happy to be a distraction. Yeah. Yub makes it quite clear that he will be sticking with you and acting as liaison or runner or whatever else you need him to be. Seems to like TK for some reason.
Keeps feeding him, that's why. It's like a puppy.
Indeed. At the end of this. At this point, apparently dinner is prepared. And basically, they start handing around this very
I'll eat my own food, thank you very much.
meaty, smelling broth with appears to have lots of other vegetables in it as well, but definitely very fresh meat in it. You are all offered some.
I thank them that say no. I'll eat my. Not sure what might have an allergic reaction to.
DK? Dub does indicate it is Astral Elf, and Astral Elf's quite lean and very tasty.
yeah, certainly eat.
No problem. Okay, so what's your plan of attack? When do you want them to attack? Stop your bronze out another bowl.
Evening darkness, when they'll have an advantage in the Astro Elves. Why not?
Yeah, Ashraels have low light vision, but they don't have dark vision, so yeah. Okay. So you're going to attack the watchtower this evening, are you? Hey.
Yeah, may as well.
Yeah.
Get it on. Sorry. Excuse my outburst. I'm sorry. I got excited.
So the plan is to tunnel, is it?
To at least collapse the one watchtower on the map on the southwest corner.
Yeah. Don't need the bird tree. Oh. And you're going to use your plan of attack is to burrow in, is it?
Yeah. We'll get a line of sight on the watchtower, so it's as straight as possible, and then burrow and then go down and burrow until we're roughly till we believe we're at least close to the watchtower before coming up.
Persuasion's animal handling, isn't it? Who wants to do the animal handling check on this burrowing hamster to make sure it travels in the right direction?
Don't look at me. I know how to handle Morty, but not much else.
No one?
What is it? What skill is it?
Riding.
Animal handling.
Animal handling is persuasion. So it's a persuasion check is animal handling, according to Sun's
I
Pathfinder.
might be able to do that.
My natural blob's charm works on pets as well.
Does indeed. Okay. Best I can do to come up with for a crack in the ground. So there's a crack in the ground for you all to emerge from. And then I just put the party.
You're a crack in the ground. Sorry.
You're a crack in the ground too.
I just
Ooh.
yeah. I was out of pocket. I apologize.
Since
So this
when
horror
did,
companion has got some really good stuff in it, you know.
I was about to say, since when did holding down shift not work? And the answer is when you're not actually holding shift, you're trying to press control instead. Okay. So you burst up out of the ground. Causing all sorts of commotion. Do catch the elves completely by surprise. I need to change the grouping slightly because I need to ungroup one elf from the rest of the group because 3 of the elves are surprised. Still in there, sleeping in their bed. Well, sleeping in their beds when you appear, and see what happens. Burst out of the ground. It's unfortunate.
Oh, are we fighting Ankids?
Give you a map, which would help, wouldn't it? Sync plant view because you don't need to attack from the outside. So I made this lovely map that you can attack from the outside from. You forget, because I made the bet before and you were going to go for the burrowing hamster, so you burst up out of the ground. There we go. And yup, goes first and literally goes running forwards and basically stabs a sleeping elf. Shaking it.
Now, wouldn't he have the drop since the elf was asleep?
Point taken. Well, when I say sleep, I mean prone rather than.
Oh, okay.
The noise of the hamster bursting through woke them up, but they're still, you know what I mean. They're still in this. They're still in there. But I'll still award that for correctly pointing out I wasn't communicating clearly what I was trying to say. TK, you're up, sir.
Oh, this is probably the last combat of the game? If so, I want to play a card. Hang on. So everybody should get +2 parry and toughness.
Till the next Joker is dealt.
Is there anything you can do to in the?
I remember if we created a last stand. I don't did.
So Sargon immediately draws a card.
I finally look. I hadn't looked to see where I was on track, and I saw I was all the way at the bottom. It's like, I don't want to be at the bottom.
Last stand. Okay. Doesn't it's
Is there any way you can set up an effect to expire when you get a Joker?
No.
That's a bummer.
Not yet.
last stand. So open square brackets. Parry +2, comma toughness +2, close brackets, and then what I need.
Just apply it to all my buddies.
Yub. A. Irvington.
And if any spellcasters want to swap cards, we can. I have one that'll restore all your power points.
Okay. Elven Scout requests interrupt with Joker bonus, so you shoots TK as TK advance. Hitting with a raise, doing.
Wait, didn't he have to make an agility check?
Not if he's
first?
got a Joker, he doesn't.
Yeah, Joker. If you go on hold when you got a Joker, you can get the interrupt at any time.
He had the Joker because he was on watch, so he got the Joker. Therefore, I put him on hold, and then as you came charging, obviously Nub's out too close. As you come bounding in, he shoots an arrow, which narrowly misses you, but does shake you. Thank you. Yes, I think I've already got it. It is, but you're shaken, so if you want to act, you'll have to spend a penny to unshake.
Boo.
I know.
Yep.
Them's the breaks.
Oh, that worked. Whoops.
That worked.
I don't know. Did Sargon mean to do that?
I didn't think it would work.
There you go. I'll give you your penny back because unless you've got common bond, you can't do that. But if you have common bond, you can. Anyway, TK, you're up, sir. You're going to pounce on this elf and devour him, aren't you? Okay. You wildly attack the prone elf in a frenzied fury with your Gifka, hitting once and missing once. Hang on, hold up on that one. No, it should. Did it take in the prone? It should have done. It did.
Isn't that the one that shot at me?
No, the one that shot you's up on the balcony. It doesn't matter. You've incapacitated the elf that was still in his bed. There he goes. Sargon, actually, you got the ace of. You're up the ace of hearts, so I'm putting you on hold until you want to act. Okay.
Which way did the stairs go?
This is the bottom here.
Okay.
I haven't worked out how to do that clever shadow effect. The fact I managed to make a map in Fantasy Grounds, I'm happy with that. You know, this.
These two up.
You made a map in Fantasy Grounds? This
Yes.
is actually your map?
Yes,
I'm very impressed. Well done.
I made it in Fantasy Grounds. I made all the maps in Fenedoor in
I
Fantasy
made
Grounds.
it in Fantasy Grounds.
Made it in
Do you
Fantasy
like
Grounds,
it?
bruv.
I'm teasing you, Kevin. I'm sorry.
I know, it's fine. I'm just going to sit here and see.
We know he knows you're teasing him. He doesn't
I'm
care.
gonna come off hold.
He's just going to kill your character when you're not looking.
Exactly.
Look, the tree fell on his head and he died.
Come on, roll that dice.
Sargon requests interrupt. What's Sargon up to, sir?
He is glowing faintly with light and heading up the stairs.
Okay.
I will go.
7. Sorry, I'm just getting rid of Morty out of the way. 7 gets you to.
Sorry.
That's okay. 7. Maximizing your 7. That gets you to there. That's maximum 7.
Well, I hit myself with quickness, so I've got 12.
You got 12.
I mean, with speed. So
that'll
up
get you.
there's my first thing.
Yep.
That was 9. Targeting him. I will do slice. As I go past him.
Hit with a raise and a hit.
Right. Hit with the raises first.
And I could put Mortimer's 7 back in as well. It might be a moot point.
So we'll do with the bigger damage.
It's a wound upon the elven scalp. And he goes.
He goes down, so it doesn't matter. Nine.
To that. Yeah.
Unity?
That's a good question. Let's have a look. It's obviously possibly. It's a typo. Not immune to that at all. Make it not. On hold, set heavy armor effects, non-lethal, delete pending attacks. I can't find the immunity option anymore. It looks like it's gone.
For what?
No, okay. I see how it's changed. It's changed. It's not. What you have to do now. You have to go to effects, and then you have to go. Then there's a sub menu for immunity. It's subtly changed since I last had to do it. That's what's happened there. So you shake him.
Okay. I'm not on my turn. Okay. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, Mortimer 7 got him to there. Assuming he still wants to do that, you can obviously cancel it if you want.
Yeah, I don't want to do that anymore. So
Okay.
instead, fart. Why can't I select Morty? I'm going to spend a Benny to reroll his running die.
Okie dokie.
Oh my God, hitting that button is next to impossible. Come on. Oh my goodness. One more time. Thank you.
More like a hole. There we go. That looks like a hole in the ground, doesn't it? Okay. There you go.
All right. And then I will do the lower my lance. Raise my shield.
Yeah. Body.
I'm also going to take another action here. So,
Lower your lance, raise your shield, and skewer the elf lying on a bed.
yep.
There.
Don't like elves. They wet their nests. Let me see what type of action I need to take. A limited action. The Cavalier can wave his banner, removing distracted and vulnerable conditions from all allies in range. So a limited action costs me an action, right?
It does.
Right. So I'll do that. And you can remove vulnerable. Tick.
Okay. He's no longer vulnerable.
I don't think it's going to matter much.
Stand's not actually showing the effect, which is a bit annoying because I dragged it in from the effects thingy. But we'll worry about that if I actually hit any of you.
Does anybody else have distracted? I don't think they do.
But I can see.
Select Morty. Morty's got the right person selected. Lance mounted charge.
Okay, that's a hit. Roll for damage. I think that's a skewered elf.
A squelf.
One more skewered elf.
I'm gonna
Okay.
use the I'm gonna raise the lance up and use the bottom of the stairwell to scrape him off the lance.
Okie dokie. Okay, the Astral Elf unshakes. Astral Elf warrior, I should say. Improved frenzy. He's going to take. Improved frenzy is his martial flexibility. Because it's easier, I'm going to use the updated version, which basically means he gets 3 dice on one attack, doesn't he? Much easier way to do it. So he makes an improved frenzy attack upon Sargon. And I managed to roll fighting rather than the attack, so that doesn't matter. But what's Sargon's parry anyway? Sargon's parry is 6, so he hit Sargon twice.
Did he move into range?
He's already in
So we-
range.
At range.
It doesn't
He
matter
did?
anyway. Even if
That's
he
good.
moves in, you don't get first strike because you've already engaged him.
I threw at him. No, I'm not melee with him.
Do you really? I'll take it back then. Go on then. You get first strike on him.
That's why I threw, is because he was at range.
That's absolutely fine. I will concede the point. Please get your first strike in. I have bennies. I will use them. I don't think they'll do me any good after that. It will raise roll for damage.
Right. I'm gonna Benny that damage.
Okay. That immunity, I don't know why that's still showing that. I thought I'd fixed it. I don't know what it's playing at there. Anyway, now I know how to do it. So that would incapacitate him. Spend a Benny. See how that slid onto the 6 at the last second there? He soaks it, I'm afraid. Okay, I hit you twice.
I hit him with distracted. So double check.
Hit you once. Okay, now I need to check because I don't think last stander worked there. So hit you once. So he's distracted.
What's last stand do?
Meant to give you +2 parry. Oh, +2 parry. He misses you if you distracted him. Ignore everything. +2 parry and +2 toughness, but it's not working. Even though I typed it in as an effect, but I won't worry about that. So anyway, he misses you after all that. After that massive frenzied attack, you parry every blow. Thanks to him being distracted. Son, and you're up, sir.
Okay, Cernan's going to step over here and poke this elf in bed.
Players and all their fun effects. Okay.
Sleeping on the job.
Well, it was the evening shift. Okay, you stab him.
I did not get gang up. Should that be a raise?
It would only be a 7.
Right, but because he's prone, his parry's only a 3.
Yeah, that is a hit with a raise.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Oh,
Then I will continue this way to head up the stairs. Right? Stairs that way?
bottom stairs that way.
Oh, bottom stairs that way. Okay.
I even spent ages making sure the shadows on the bottom of the stairs look.
I understood. I don't know what's going on with Cernan.
He's seeing bones dancing in his face, isn't he? That last but not least, that leads us to Blob Himiny.
Slice and dice.
Right? All the elves on the ground floor have been incapacitated.
Oh. I'm going upstairs.
Oh! That's enough. Plus, of course, being a plasmoid, you've got reach 1 if you need it, don't you?
Oh yeah.
So you just basically extend your limb 6 feet out and just stab someone. Okay.
Drellicites are so fun.
I missed.
Bollocks.
Missed. Even with gang up bonus, you missed on both of those.
Some combatants are on hold.
Indeed. Not here this week. New round, and Worthington's got the ace of clubs. I have Ben.
Ace of clubs. The
Huh?
ace of clubs.
I have bennies, so I might as well use it. Got me up to the 5 of hearts. I've got another Benny. I might as well use it. Got me up to
The 8 of diamonds.
8 of diamonds. Yes, that's not good. I've got 1 Benny left. I might as well use it because I ain't going to get... Unless he gets anything higher, which he doesn't. He's not going to live long enough to be of any effective use, which means the combat round starts with Worthington, Pettigrew, and Trundle the 4th.
All right, I'm going to ride out to here. And hopefully I can draw a bead on him.
You can.
And then I will take 2 shots.
Okay. Yeah, you successfully shoot with your first pistol, but it does not get through his armor. Second pistol shot.
Probably
Misses.
miss. All right, we're done. I think he's history anyway.
That brings us to Sargon.
Still alive?
He most certainly is.
Nine with frenzy.
So I just opened up TK's character sheet and I just noticed what he called his hamster.
Benny
What?
has-
I just looked on your allies tab and noticed what you called your hamster.
All right, 1 hit.
Your giant space hamster.
Lol.
In action. Seriously? All right.
That Astral Elf warrior is very good at defending, it would appear. Sternum, over to you, sir. Basically, you can see there is one hell of a fight going upstairs. You know, it's a blur of movement as psionic weapons and parades. Yeah, can't all help but notice the rather nice quality of the longsword the Astral Elf is using. You don't think it's magical, but it's obviously master crafted. To you, Sternum, what's up? I'm in the stairs.
Well, it looks like we got a couple people over there. So Cernan is going to fly to here and poke.
Okay, you fly to there and poke him. But it just flies up off the stairs. As the Astral Elf turns as you approach and parries your spear
Well, I've got
stab
I've
with
got a plus 2.
frightening
I've got a
speed.
+2 gang up, I think, don't I?
Okay, you hit him.
Don't I get a +2? Yeah. See, he tried to parry, and then I just stabbed him in the ear.
You shook him.
Yeah, I cut his ear.
I spent all my bennies. Oh well. Hopefully he'll unshake. Please unshake. Please unshake, Mr. Astral Elf Warrior.
No.
Blobhiminy, over to you, sir.
Finish him, buddy.
Just want to check something quickly.
Ooh. Oh, he's checking his rogue powers, isn't he?
I'm checking his thing. This weapon grants me the frenzy edge.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to frenzy.
Okay, that's basically frenzy is a limited action. So it's basically what for what you can basically make 2 fighting dice on your first attack. Okay, you hit twice. Your keen cold iron dagger. First stab goes in under his defense and causes a wound. The second one probably goes through his kidneys. Looks like someone needs to let the bennies flow. Well, it's the end of the sesh, but fair enough. Okay. So yeah, you incapacitate him with well-placed dagger stabs either side. And down he goes. Congrats. All is quiet.
We murdered him.
Okie dokie. Stand I can turn off now. Turn off all because
Cut off his hand and throw it at the TK.
okie dokie. Right. All okay, yep. Okay. Basically you have disabled all the defenses in this tower. I didn't actually bother mapping out the top at level. On the upper level is the ballista. There also appears to be a large crystal levitating in the middle of the tower.
Smash that crystal line shit.
Who wishes to attempt to destroy the crystal?
Yes.
I'll do it. Let's do it at range.
Okay.
Yeah, you saw me back up with Morty and lower my lance. When you say that, I was like, oh, yes, of course. Yeah, good idea.
Just in case, it explodes or something like that. So, using Morty as cover, does someone want to... I can blast it. Does anybody else have something?
We've got a throwing dagger.
Oh, guacamole. May the bennies take wing. There we go.
I will. All right. I will.
I shall. Yeah. Okay. So basically, obviously, it's a force to hit it or a parry of 2 in a melee attack, and yeah, it's obviously just got a hardness to damage it. So Psionic Blade Storm, that's a hit, but not with a raise. So you basically get to do your standard Psionic Blade Storm damage.
Minute.
Oh, 17 is more than enough. Okay. The crystal, basically, a crack appears in the crystal and light starts spilling out of it in random directions. And then it basically crumples in upon itself. And
It's Han Solo frozen in carbonite.
Nothing else appears to happen. I should avoid you for successfully defeating, striking your first blow against the Imperial Elven Navy's base here. I shall award you all a point of conviction. That is also factored in the fact you managed to save the Triantas and everything else. So congratulations. Hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. Next time you can begin the assault upon the Imperial base and bring down the shielding to allow the fleet to come into renown.
Did you say we did a good deed today?
You did. I shall give you another one then. There you go. Everyone gets 2 points of conviction.
Nice.
But anyway, well,
Hey,
yes. Sorry. Carry on.
This is if we're done, I have a couple questions about my character. So
We are done. So just let me do some spiel, and you can most certainly have a chat. So yes. So next time you can begin your attack on the base, and hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you then. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you, sir. Good game.
We've got 50 levels on Tuesday. Take care now. Bye.
Dunker.
Oh, good.